are set to be held on Sunday. While the Islamo-conservatives in power for 12 years have a good chance of winning, the election will nevertheless serve as a litmus test for Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who's been recently tainted by a corruption scandal. This report from our correspondents on the ground.
Couples part ways at the entrance to Erdogan's rallies. Women head one way, men another, to watch a great show put on by Turkey's political animal. Scarves, flags and headbands. Here, his cult of personality is on full show. The women describe him as a real man and fight to get as close as possible to the stage.
In my dreams, I see him and I kiss his hands. He doesn't appear in anyone's dreams, you know. I feel truly blessed.
May God bless him with a long life. I'm very emotional right now. I don't know what to say.
I like the fact he's a little tough. That's the kind of man we need.
He arrives by helicopter, an entrance befitting a rock star, cheered by a delirious crowd. This extravaganza allows the less advantaged to feel like they are part of a dream, at least for a day. After keeping his supporters waiting for hours, he finally arrives in this new Istanbul square, which is holding its first ever rally. For the past month, the Turkish Prime Minister has been travelling throughout the country, putting all his weight behind the municipal elections. This will be the first chance to vote after months of anti-government protests and in the midst of a political and financial scandal. Yet Erdogan is not pulling any punches.
I ask you, what is the point of politics? To be the leader, to be in power. Now in the West, if a leader loses an election, they step down. But our opposition isn't like that. If we don't win this election as the first party, I will step down as chairman of the party.
In power for 12 years, the AKP, or Justice and Development Party, takes pride in having improved the quality of public services in Turkey via construction works such as the extension of public transportation to the lower middle-class districts of Istanbul, where the AKP has its strongest support. In Bağcılar, a metro station has recently been opened. For the local AKP mayor, who is standing for re-election, Erdogan is the force behind this change.
Take a look at Turkey today. Apart from our Prime Minister and the concrete, forward-thinking AKP party candidates, not a single candidate nor one leader is capable of creating projects for this country's future.
But despite the progress it has made, the Islamo-conservative party is being severely tested. The main reason is that Erdogan is seen to have an authoritarian attitude. His image has also been tarnished by charges of corruption. Göksel Göksu has been following Erdogan since his political beginnings 20 years ago. She says she no longer recognizes him.
I'm hearing a lot of people say, God forgive me, but I'm going to vote for the main opposition party, the CHP. There are a lot of people who don't toe the CHP party line, but will still vote for them just to get rid of Erdogan.
These voters mean to punish Erdogan, whose Justice and Development Party risks losing votes for the first time since it was formed. This shows just how uncertain the future is for a leader whom many, nevertheless, consider as having had the most profound effect on Turkey since its founder, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk.
Time now for sports with all the latest in the world of tennis.
World number one Rafael Nadal reached the semi-finals of the Miami Masters after coming back to